So yeah, so I'm going to talk a little bit through adaptive auth. So adaptive auth is not yet GA. So the last bullet here, you can see it's not GA, it's tech preview. So there's not a lot of screenshots that I'm going to show. We're working with it for a current project right now that Shane had briefly mentioned, where we're needing to use it to basically do some in-factor certificate check. So what this gives you is it's basically it's another feature that can be offloaded from the ADCs to a cloud service. So that's the authentication piece, the N-factor capability. It's essentially, it is ADC as a service. So what I mean by that is that these are going to be provisioned ADCs by Citrix, maintained by Citrix. So, simplified as far as that goes. You're not going to be, securing and maintaining ADCs for that purpose, like you're doing with your customer-owned ADCs today, right? So it's designed to give us that in-factor capability. So the AAA piece specifically, not gateway here, without that complexity of configuration, right? So right now, like I said, not a lot of screenshots because right now it's still just very it's tech preview, so we're doing the manual configuration. It's going to be more toggle based, easily answers that you can answer and configure and do your thing. So it'll be completely different come GA for this from what we're playing with right now and providing feedback to Citrix for. It's basically going to be, give you those same type of things that you can think about from an N-factor and an EPA standpoint, right? So device posture is what you would use this for. So for those customers that will have this now as an entitlement, as you saw Carissa mention it, it's going to be part of SPA as well as the DAS services, the respective DAS services. You're going to have this capability, and it's just another piece that you can potentially offload from ADC. So similar to if you spotted it in the SPA service, that whole TCP, the zero trust and the TCP access, so that VPN-less access to TCP applications. So what we're currently talking to some customers now, if they've used that old prior unified gateway functionality where you're doing the RDP client through there, for any customers using that, that's another piece which now with SPA you can offload from the gateway, the ADCs that you would manage on-prem to a cloud service. This will eventually just be another selection and workspace for us to utilize and just toggle switch there. Just designed for simplicity in mind for this purpose. I already talked about how they're, it's their provisioning, licensing and whatnot, and it's not GA. So, like I said, I don't have screenshots of it because right now what it is not what it's going to be. But just know that this is going to give you that, as Chris has sort of mentioned in her slides, and you saw visually, it's an add-on to the other packages, and it's part of the top two packages and SPA as well, right? So if you have a keen eye, you'll see on here the replace on-prem SSL VPN proxy use cases, and that's what I was talking about with that unified gateway and the clientless access capability for the TCP stuff. SPA and specifically adaptive auth, these kind of things will help with this. But that secure private access piece in conjunction with adaptive auth gives you specifically being able to replace the VPN piece that you might have on the gateway today, right, for what you're doing. So again, this is a really cool cloud service that's going to be expanded, going to be globally available, and you're going to have access to.